In a small, humble flat in the suburbs of Seoul is an 81-year-old man who knows he's running out of time. Precious time to find his family. Chon Young-man was born in North Korea, and when the Korean War broke out in 1950, he joined the army to fight for his country. But months later, he was captured by UN soldiers and held prisoner for 3 years. When he was finally released at the end of the war, he made a decision that would change the course of his life. I was seeking freedom, so I decided to stay here, he tells me. Many of my friends went back to North Korea, but I was young. I chose not to. Instead, he became a carpenter, married a South Korean, and raised 3 children in Seoul. Despite the signing of the armistice in 1953, the 2 Koreas have technically been at war, leaving hundreds of thousands of people like Mr. Chon separated from their families for the past 60 years. It's harder during the holidays. I think of my parents who must be dead, my siblings, my hometown, and I burst into tears. I feel very lonely. In 1985, North and South Korea allowed a reunion to take place. Since then, 17 other reunions have occurred, the most recent in 2010 involving almost 1,000 people. But according to South Korean officials, there are up to 130,000 people who've registered missing family members in the north. South Korea's new President Park Geun-hye made a promise during her election campaign that she would try and organise another reunion. But with escalating tensions here on the peninsula and relations between the 2 countries at an all-time low, that now looks highly unlikely. Which is heartbreaking for Mr. Chon. Just a few months ago, the grandfather of 2 received a phone call from the Red Cross telling him that his surviving family in North Korea were looking for him. I was overjoyed to get that call, but now I don't know what's going to happen. The future doesn't look so bright anymore. His wife listens on, worried about her husband of more than 50 years. How many days do you think he has left? He just wants to see their faces. He just wants to see his family one more time. Anna Corin, CNN, Seoul.